Nithyanandam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagna Sadrisham Tattvamasyadiraksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Jeevan Mutki grantha project. Start with the Mahavakya 3 times. See what numbers show up. Allow communion to happen with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nityananda Paramashivaham, and then read the excerpts that come up and internalize for incompletions to go away or to be completed, for breakthroughs to happen, for blind spots to be revealed, all sorts of wonderful things to happen. And I have to say that since a couple of days ago when I read about the comfort zone, I had such a huge clarity. It's moved me into action a lot more. So I realized actually each excerpt has brought me something, and it was me realizing that it's the fear of pain that was actually keeping me shrunk and keeping me in a comfort zone, because outside the comfort zone would be, of course, uncomfortable. And that would mean a lot more horrible things will happen, and the thought that life is pain, etc., etc. All of this, and I just saw it very clearly, and that's helped me to even look at how laziness is, brooded. It's like breeds when I stay in the comfort zone. Why I stayed in the comfort zone became a lot more clearer to me. So I'm feeling very, very happy about that. I'm going to connect with Swamiji now. First, I will chant the Mahavakya. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 67 and 108. 67 and 108. Let's see. 67 and 108. What does 67 have for me today? Physiological effects of stress. We have looked at what the scriptures say and what I think about why stress is created. Let us now look at what science says. We all have a part of our brain that controls our actions, such as breathing, digestion, and such activities that the body does automatically, involuntarily. Nature has designed a fail-safe system in a part of our brain called hypothalamus. This part of the brain also includes what biologists refer to as the reptilian brain. Behavioral scientists often talk about the fight or flight response. When the body-mind system perceives a danger to our survival, the hypothalamus is altered by our unconscious mind. The unconscious mind functions at speeds 1,000,000 times faster than the conscious mind. So even before we consciously become aware of danger, we instinctively become alert. The hypothalamus activates the pituitary gland. Please excuse my pronunciation. The master gland, which then activates the adrenaline glands that secrete the adrenaline hormone, which is pumped into our extremities, the hands and legs. We then get ready for the fight or flight reaction. Either the energy prepares us to fight the threat or to run away from the threat. The unconscious reptilian brain takes the decision to release chemicals into our body to protect us. This worked very well in the days of the cavemen when we faced lions and tigers. We had to be ready even without thinking to fight or run away. Wow. I mean, here it says the life-saving adrenaline can become a killer when it is produced without reason. So I actually did a course on stress, and this is absolutely, and it wasn't a course related to Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's teachings. It was scientific, like Swamiji is talking about the behavioral scientists actually. And one of the behavioral scientists from France has conducted a course, and I did it online. And in that, this is shared actually, that this is exactly what happens. So it's interesting that it is still stress. And what I mentioned about the comfort zone, this actually, I noted one thing today, and that was anxiety. Somewhere anxiety and stress, I'm sure, are related. Anyway, let's go to 108. What does 108 have to say for me today? I'm so happy with this project. Really, really happy. And 108. Okay. The true desire for fulfillment. When you have a headache, you are not comfortable with that state because you know that it is not your true nature. Your true nature is having no headache. In the same way, when you have some desire, you immediately want to come out of it because deep fulfillment is your very nature, and desire causes an imbalance in the fulfillment. The two important truths you need to understand. 1. Your whole life is a long chain of events performed towards the one goal of fulfillment. Whatever you may do, whether it is eating or drinking or having relationships, wealth or joy, it is all to experience fulfillment. You seek fulfillment in different directions instead of seeking it directly. Wow. Number 2, fulfillment is within you. It is your very nature. And that is why you are trying to come out of non-fulfillment. The fact that you are searching for fulfillment means that fulfillment is known to you. Otherwise, you would not search for it. In the instances in your life when you have felt some fulfillment, there is also a hope that you will experience it again. That is why you extend your life. Actually, it's interesting because when I started off talking about the comfort zone earlier, the comfort zone feels like pleasure. And anything that would, eating is done I remember when I felt uncomfortable in a situation, then I would eat to feel comfortable, to feel that comfort zone again, to seek some sort of a pleasure. So the pain and pleasure, a thing that I'm at the moment, I'm actually internalizing this whole pain and pleasure thing being it's actually two sides of the same coin. So comfort zone, out of the comfort zone, pain, pleasure, fear. This what I read earlier today in the page about how stress is generated in the body, the chemical reactions that happen in the body, the hormonal reactions, if you like. And then this part coming up about fulfillment. It's like every day I'm getting a small piece of the jigsaw puzzle. It's like getting a small piece of the jigsaw puzzle, and then it's like all coming together again. Like when I first started this project, it was like all these pieces everywhere, and now I'm feeling like, okay, I've got that piece, and then something is forming, something is forming. I'm excited about that. Okay, so let's end today, and I'll see you again possibly tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivah Padukar Pranamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you, Nityanandam.